So when you look at this, you already know that answer. You already know that this article is a summary of the good and bad points, benefits and downsides. It says a blessing or a curse. So it's really throwing you some information there over and over again. It's giving you the same information using different words, and it's really useful as a reader. It makes it very easy for you to read quickly, because if you don't understand the title, you don't understand the word blessing or curse, you don't know what that's meaning, you don't have to freak out, you don't have to panic, and you don't have to give up. All you have to do is read the summary just underneath the title and see if you understand those words. If you know the words benefits and downsides, but you didn't know the words blessing and curse, you can still assume that they're talking about a similar thing, and then you can move forward. What advocates of school uniforms say? Okay, again, advocates is a slightly less common word, so you might not have heard of that. Literally what I would do right here, what I would recommend to do is just to scroll down. What opponents of school uniforms say. Okay, so we know they're talking about good and bad in the title, good and bad in the introduction. The first heading says advocates, and you might not know what that means. Scroll down to the next heading, it says opponents. Probably you would know that opponents means bad, someone who's against it. So you can guess, make an educated guess, that the first one, advocates, must mean people who are for it, because it's logical. It follows that format. So you will be okay even if you don't know these complicated words. Scrolling up a little bit about the reasons why people are for it. Sense of community and belonging. So even if you couldn't go through that process, even if you didn't know the word opponents either, you can see community and belonging. Belonging is something good. Good, positive. It must be a reason why they should exist according to that document. So the neutral document that we're starting with says, point one, boom, belonging. Boom. Okay, moving faster. Improvement in student behaviour. Okay, that's pretty simple English. Student behaviour, improvement, maybe you haven't heard that, but as a student you probably have, because teachers talk about improvements very often. So, student behaviour being good. Okay, that's another reason. Behaviour. Don't waste time writing the whole sentence again. Don't waste time writing it all. All you have to do is write a word that reminds you of the answer. Okay, we don't have to read this part. Subheading, less violence. Straightforward. Less violence. All of this is explaining why there would be less violence, which is important. If you weren't in a rush, you would want to know why they think that. Because you're in a rush, all you need to know is the what. You don't need the why yet. So just write down the what. Write down the answer. Less violence. Trust them for now. You can check that later. Less violence. Less competition and peer pressure concerning fashion items. Whoa! Okay. That one could be pretty hard. It's quite a long sentence. Let's check the next one. In our fashion conscious society. Stressing out now, this is an exam, I don't have much time. What I'm going to do, I have 3 entire articles to go through.